Silence your cell phones now.
There's $200 million in the vault beneath the strip, with a 32-hour window to get it out. Find the safe. This should be a simple in and out.
What's going on, YouTube? A sincere place to be. Children, Mr. A&E, back to give you guys another movie experience, and this time we're getting to Netflix here. And once again, I apologize for this video getting out late. Like I said, a lot of things was going on personally in my life that I wasn't able to get around to this movie, which came out last week on Netflix. And I know I'm a little behind on it, and it's a long watch. But we got Zack Snyder's new take on zombies, Army of the Dead. Let me stop you right here. I, for one, am not a zombie fan. Not that I'm scared of zombies. I just don't. I don't find the infatuation that a lot of people like. I'm not a fan. I didn't watch any of the Walking Dead stuff. I didn't watch. I'm not in any zombie movies, whether it be Shaun of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead. It doesn't. I haven't watched any of them zombie movies at all. And I was like, all right, Zack Snyder's making this one, even though Zack Snyder did make what was his take on, was it Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead? I forgot what it was. And I was like, okay, it got Batista in there, I want Hardwick in there, got a lot of cool cats in there that I would like to check out in the movie. But then I was like, but I just don't want to see a regular zombie film. But what if you take a heist movie, which I'm a huge fan of heist movies, and a zombie movie, and place it in Sin City itself, Vegas? I think you have my attention. So Army of the Dead basically followed a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas. A group of mercenaries taking the ultimate gamble, venturing into quarantine zone to pull off the greatest heist ever attempted. So I was like, okay, hold on a minute. I had to go to IMDb to make sure I read the description right. And I was like, okay, let me check this thing out on Netflix. So I checked it out, and I have to say, man, I was surprised. So I'm gonna give you guys the good, I'm gonna give you guys the bad, and I'm gonna give you guys the experience, maybe slight spoilers. All right, starting off with the good. Now, I know a lot of people are on a Zack Snyder high because of the Justice League, the Snyder Cut, which I know I am. I really enjoyed that movie as well. But then we got Zack Snyder here again doing this Army of the Dead thing, and I was like, man, I was looking at it, and it's an interesting take on zombies. First of all, the zombies are mindless and dumb, and then we actually get character development and story behind these characters in the movie, and I enjoyed it. And it was just Dave Bautista, who plays a guy named Scott, who basically is a guy who runs away from his problems all the time. Bautista does a good job here because I'm a fan of Bautista, not just because of wrestling, but I'm also a fan of him as an actor. Also, he has grown a lot since being an actor. He's not necessarily a side role. This is like his movie. He's carrying this movie. He has to put this team together to go to Vegas to go get this $50 million from Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, by the way, who is and that's the whole plan, but it's clouded in what the bigger picture is. We're supposed to get this team in there through these zombies to go break out this heist before they nuke Vegas. And the way that Snyder does it with the slow motion, it's there. And the way he does it with the killing and the bloody stuff like that, it's there. And I enjoy all of that stuff, to be honest with you. I really enjoy how brutal this thing is. Like I said, I haven't never really watched zombie stuff up until now. I was like, wow, this thing is brutal. And then, of course, the Zack Snyder slow mo, stuff like that. But the take got into there, and it almost feels as though like the way they present the zombies is not necessarily what you may think it is, because there's a whole government setup in the background of this. So Scott had some dark skeletons in the closet, as long as other things from the team, and then we got the traditional heist type team that I like in these kind of heist movies, where you got to have certain people with different things. You have the guy who, his daughter is there for a certain reason that I won't get into the spoilers, and you have like the pilot, and you have somebody who's good with the machine guns, and you have the hacker, and you have all this stuff. I enjoy all that great stuff. I'm like, we have all this in a zombie type movie, and some people that shouldn't even be in the quarantine zone with these zombies at all, man, no. And I like how they gave the zombies almost like rule. It is not no mindless thing that just happen. But if you are infected, you will get killed. You know, so that's basically how it is. So I enjoyed also aspects about that. I like, even in the beginning of the movie, of how so much Snyder, you know, Snyder plays his religion and stuff like that. When it comes to, you know, biblical stuff, like the part about Revelations and then the side of Gomorrah buildings that's in Vegas and all that stuff like that. So we get a lot of play on that. And with the big main zombie being named Zeus. And I like how, because, you know, set in Vegas, you got all the Greek mythology and stuff there also. I thought that was cool. And the real reason why the government truly wants, like I said, I'm not gonna spoil anything like that, but I was like, oh, this makes it a little bit more different than it would be just a regular zombie. So I really enjoyed all those aspects about the movie. I think all the cast did great. Even Amari Hardwick, I think they all did great. They all brought something to the table, and it was something that I was entertained by. Now, with all the good movies, stuff like that, there's always stuff with bad. So let's go into the bad. Okay, one of the glaring things about the bad for me that really didn't sit right with me is this movie is long. This movie is 2 hours and 28 minutes long. This thing is 2.5 hours. I was like, Zack Snyder, come on, bruh. You were all these long movies out there. Once again, Justice League flew by for me. Batman v Superman flew by. I'm a nerd, superhero stuff, right? But Army of Dead, especially when not in the zombies, I was like, I felt it's 2.5 hour movies. This movie could have been an hour 45 minutes or even 2 hours capped off at the top. But 2.5 hours, I was like, this seems very, very excessive. There was points where I was sitting there and I had to check the time, like, this like it's about to be over. I'm like, we got an hour left? Really? To say what? You know, that's basically how I felt when it came into the movie. There is David was Scott's door that comes along on there, and I'm just like, okay, well, they kind of forced it in there. I didn't need her to really come along in there. She really didn't bring much. Well, I was expecting you have so much array of different characters in there, but mostly when it comes to the bad, that's mostly where it says out there, especially that runtime. A lot of things that could just be kind of like cut down. And you know, Zack Snyder's slow-mo is going to be in there, of course. And it irked me as much as sometimes seeing on Justice League. Like, yeah, it wasn't that Flash scene on Justice League where I was like, that didn't even need to be in there, to be honest with you, okay? That didn't even need to be in there. But yeah, so let's go on now to the experience. All right, with the experience here, I felt I watched it on Netflix, and like I said, I had to watch a couple times. Like I was watching on work, then I was watching when I got home because it's 2.5 hours long. But I was like, I'm glad I checked it out because at first I paid no attention to it. I reacted to the trailer, but I paid no attention to it because it's a zombie movie and I don't do zombie stuff. But I was like, I'm glad I actually checked this thing out, and I recommend you guys check this thing out too, because when it comes to Army of the Dead, I'm going to give it a B+. I enjoyed Army. I really enjoyed Army of the Dead. I was actually surprised by how much. Now, once again, the bar is set very low for me because I don't watch zombie stuff. So I know people out there may be like, well, you got to check out this. And you know what? I'm willing to do that. So if you can post that in the comments down below, if you recommend any good zombie stuff for me to check out that I really like, but I really enjoyed how this thing wasn't the black and white zombies flick. There was a lot of things different to it. So I really enjoyed it. But if you guys got any more things you want me to recommend that put this movie to shame, post that in the comments down below. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my review. Hit the subscribe button for more movie reviews right here on NC Studios every single weekend. So once again, this is NC a place to be. Social media, Mr. A&D, and I'll see you at the movies.